Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Good morning, everybody. It's good to see so many faces here on last minute notice. It was Friday, and I thought it might be a good idea to do this meditation and prayer session. And we have just about as many people here as we usually do for our Sunday services. So I'm happy to have you, and I'm glad we've got this time together. So let's take a moment to close our eyes and sit up straight. Turn our attention within. And feel the breath as it moves through the body. Feel the sense of gravity grounding you to the earth with strength and well-being. Let's take a moment to feel the palms of the hands, the temperature and the sensation within the palms of the hands. Bringing our awareness from the mind down into the body. Bringing awareness down into the soles of the feet, sensing the temperature, the pressure, the feeling in the soles of the feet. And letting that sensation from the palms of the hands and the soles of the feet, that awareness move up through the arms, through the legs, through the torso, to the core, so that you are feeling the wholeness of your body in whatever way it's manifesting. Knowing that the body is also a manifestation of Om, the vibration of Om. Lahiri Mahashaya had said that even the body is Om, and so when you feel Om, when you feel the body, you are meditating on Om. Mahavatar Babaji made a statement that the kingdom of heaven flows all the way down to the material creation. So we're just taking a moment to honor and acknowledge that reality. We'll take a moment to honor and acknowledge the teacher representatives of this Kriya Yoga tradition. Mahavatar Babaji, Lahiri Mahashaya, Swami Shri Yukteswar, Paramahansa Yogananda, Roy Eugene Davis, and their successors. Let's also take a moment to honor and acknowledge any and all of those spiritual teachers which have assisted us on our own awakening path, which have been an example, a light, a point of contact with the reality of pure consciousness, infinite spirit. Now we'll begin our prayer and meditation session for the new year. We'll begin with meditation. It's only by going within, releasing attachment to personality, releasing attachment to all the changing circumstances of life, that we're able to view our experience from an enlightened viewpoint, and to attune to those states of consciousness where we have access to the wisdom we need, the guidance that we need. In the yoga tradition, there is a practice of a fire ceremony. And it's said that fire is the messenger between where we are and our normal human consciousness and the divine reality. It's said that fire is the doorway between material creation and spirit. And so our bodies are filled with fire, electricity within the nervous system, the reactions that create heat within the body. And so we're going to learn to access this state, this doorway between material creation and spirit, by meditating upon the fire within the body. This is an inner fire rite. So bring your awareness to the palms of the hands again, sensing the temperature, the heat within the palms of the hands. And even if there's no heat there, whatever you are sensing is still electricity, the electricity of the nervous system, letting you know, sensing for you. So feel the warmth or the temperature in the hands. Sense the temperature under the arms, within the belly. Bring your awareness deep within the belly, feeling the fire of digestion, the fire of your inner light. Feel the warmth and the temperature in the sensitive parts of your body, the creases of your arms, the bottoms of your feet, the warmth of your back against your meditation seat if you're sitting against a chair or pillow. Feel the warmth within the eyes, the eye sockets, and the temperature of your ears. And be aware of the totality of your body and sense the temperature differences. Maybe some areas seem cool and some areas seem warm. While we're focusing on warmth and heat, remember that the very act of sensation indicates there is electricity or fire within the body. Now pull your awareness into the heart. Feel the warmth of the heart within the chest, behind your breastbone, between your shoulder blades. Notice the movement of the warm air as you inhale and exhale within your windpipe and through your nostrils. Let your awareness fall down to the root chakra. Feeling the fire in the root chakra, the warmth. And imagine, if you can, sense that energy of the root chakra moves down into the earth, into the magma, the heat deep within the earth, as if you're rooted into the earth and you can feel the heat of the earth. And imagining what it would feel like to sense the electromagnetic field of the earth, the electricity of the earth, in harmony with your body. Grounded, strong, almost magnetic, like a magnetic field between you, the root chakra, and the earth. Now lift your attention, the warmth of the earth, up to the second chakra, just above the pubic bone at the sacrum region, feeling the temperature of the body there. And lifting the awareness up to the third chakra, behind the navel, deep within the abdomen, sensing the warmth within the belly, the movement of life force, the electricity of the nervous system. And up into the heart chakra, a field of fire, sensitivity, awareness. And the field within the heart is not just a point. It expands so that you can feel the musculature in the chest, the bones and the rib cage, up to the top of the shoulders, the whole upper torso. An electrical field. And said in the Yoga Sutras, by meditating on the heart chakra, one is able to have knowledge of consciousness. So feel the heart. Sink your awareness, exploring the sensations within and around the heart, the fire of the heart. Let the awareness lift into the throat chakra, the fifth chakra. Feeling the energy of the throat. The groundedness of the bones in the back of the neck. the sensitive area where the neck meets the base of the skull. And imagine a sense of energy and electricity at the base of the skull. Just feeling, sensing the area is enough. And flowing awareness into the brain from the base of the skull. Feeling the electricity deep behind the eyes. Feeling as though there is a field, a magnetic field between the ears. Knowing that the brain is running continuously with this electricity. Around 12 watts of power. Cycling through the brain. Flashing. Flowing. Radiating. And then to the crown, with a sense of lightness, imagining that you can feel as if the sunlight was shining on the top of your head. Remembering a day being outside in the warm sun, and you can feel that warmth and that heat radiant on the crown. Now we let the awareness flow to the field around the body, as if there's an electromagnetic, static, radiant field that's barely perceptible. You can feel it on the skin. And it surrounds the head, the shoulders, the arms, the back, the belly, the legs and the feet and the fingers. Remembering a time when you've maybe felt a static electric charge, or the day was dry and you could feel static electricity in your sweater. Imagine that same kind of sensation as if it surrounds your body. And there is a merging with the greater field around you. Your body radiates, emits electricity, fire, and the environment, the sun, the moon, space, gravitational fields, magnetic fields, share energy, life, subtle fire with your own field. You are supported by this radiance. It's as if you can sense every atom vibrating within you in response to this greater field, this field of intelligence and wisdom, life and electricity. It's as if all the particles of your being move from a particle to a wave. And you are one in this radiant, infinite field of fire. Spiritual light. And it's as if you can feel the magnetic field of the earth, the solar winds of the sun, the pull and the tug of the moon, and all of the planets within this living field of the galaxy. And you can sense the warmth from the light of the sun, the particles of the sun, the waves of the sun. Even if it's nighttime where you are, these particles pass through matter. And you can feel the radiations from the galactic center. And the fields of all the stars. Connected above and beyond time and space. And just take a moment or two. We'll sit for maybe 2 minutes. And keep returning, cycling your awareness through these feelings, these sensations. Let it be the point, the focus of your meditation. And this is a very broad focus. And so you can cycle through the temperature, the sensations within your body, the feelings of the field around you, even the more cosmic scale. But whatever you do, keep redirecting your awareness back to the sensation of energy and fire, electricity, fields of life within and around you. And whenever I meditate on fire and I feel these sensations, it always seems to me that I am close to the divine personality, close to that field of awareness, of wisdom and knowledge that the spiritual teachers of all authentic enlightenment traditions represent. I feel as though I am beyond time and attuned to a field of higher consciousness. And in many religious and spiritual traditions, fire is revered for this reason. And so take a moment now before we begin a prayer. However God or the divine is real to you, an idea of infinite pure consciousness, holistic divinity. You can consider the Christ consciousness, the Buddha consciousness, Divine Mother. However the divine is real to you, in this sense of luminosity and heat, attuned to the fire within, the spiritual fire. Acknowledge to your concept of the divine that you are present, that you are here with them in this field where communication is possible between the material and spiritual creation. In my experience, my mind goes to Mahavatar Babaji, the life field of Swami Shri Yukteswar and Ramana Maharshi. And beyond that, the field of life. And so once you become established with this field, this realization really, because it's always there, but this realization, then take a moment to acknowledge that you are happy to be here, in this presence, in this space. And imagine if you actually were in the field of divinity as you know it, how would your body feel? How would your mind feel? How would your heart feel? Mine has a sense of fullness and lightness. There's a sense of ease through my chest and my shoulders, an openness and curiosity in my mind, a deep sense of trust and faith. So take a moment or two, a minute at least, to imagine this, to feel this, to let it permeate your body, your mind, your heart. As you acknowledge that you are happy, maybe even ecstatic, to have access to this field, to this realm, to this connection, this realization of oneness with divinity. Now in your mind, as if you can hear yourself talking deep within your mind, repeat the phrase, I accept your guidance and gift of well-being in all areas of my life. And feel as though you're saying that to a loved one, that you mean it. I accept your guidance and gift of well-being in all areas of my life. I accept your guidance and gift of well-being in all areas of my life. I accept your wisdom and grace to endure those experiences which must be endured. I accept your wisdom and grace to endure those experiences which must be endured. I accept your wisdom and grace to endure those experiences which must be endured. And I welcome the joy of expanded perception to see how all aspects of my life fit into this divine experience. I accept the joy of expanded realization that allows me to see how every experience fits into the wholeness of divine and sacred realization. I let go of my worry. And as you say this to yourself, feel as though the sensations within your chest, within your throat, within your head, or anywhere in your body where there is worry or tension or concern about anything, personal, global, cosmic, that you release it, that you give it up into this field of radiance and light. I accept the divine guidance and grace that allows me to navigate the difficult circumstances of life and to be fully present and enjoy all the gifts, all the moments of well-being within this play of light and shadow, of night and day. I see the wholeness and I feel the wholeness in my heart. And if you could feel wholeness, if you could feel deeper understanding, as if you knew what was going on and why everything happened, the reasons for everything that happens, if you could feel that deep within your heart, feel that. Feel this in your heart. And I feel this in my mind. And feel your mind expansive, radiant, and also as if it had all knowledge, all wisdom, and understood, even if it couldn't explain it, but understood why everything happens. And then with your awareness deep within the spinal column, within the heart, within the throat, within the brain, within the crown, with devotion and gratitude and a deep sense of feeling, hear within your mind the words, "Thank you." Thank you. Thank you. And then, in this state of oneness, wholeness, connection, you know, when you're connected to someone, there's a sense of feeling, a flow of energy between them. You feel that with the people you love. You feel that with your spiritual teacher. I can remember being around Mr. Davis and just drinking tea or meditating together on retreat and having this sense of wordless connection. And there was a deep sense of love there that didn't need to be said, it didn't need to be expressed, but it could be felt. And it was in the feeling of it that it was honored. And so feel the heart, the throat, the sixth chakra, the brain, and the crown. And imagine if you were in that field, which you are right now. If you could appreciate that sense of love and well-being. And this is not human love. This is not a feel-good, fuzzy, squishy love. This is a sense of strength and openness. Almost eternity. Eternal, timeless. If you could sense a field, if your nervous system had the ability through the chakras to sense that field of pure connection, eternity, strength, wisdom, all knowledge, all well-being, how would you feel? Sense that. Let your awareness cycle through that. Feeling it within you, within the spinal pathway, feeling it around your body, around your head, around your heart. Just keep cycling your attention through that experience. And from this place, which is expanded, attuned to the infinite, this is the time to acknowledge any situations in your life or the lives of those that you love. This is the time to present any difficulty you may have, or maybe any positive change you want to experience or make real, experience deeply in your day-to-day life. Keeping your attention in the higher chakras. Consider that which you feel you need assistance with. And feel in your mind and your heart, in your brain, in your consciousness, in your spirit, that you are giving up those situations, circumstances, to this infinite, all-knowing, omniscient, omnipresent field of consciousness, the divine. You can ask for what you need, what you imagine is best, and you can ask with sincerity and devotion, knowing that you're passing on this request to the infinite, which has all power, all capability. Knowing that that which can be changed or altered will be. And acknowledging that you are also willing to be responsive to the universe from this point forward, to make any changes that need to be made for this to become a reality, which can require a shift in behavior, a shift in viewpoint, a shift in how you think and how you feel. But acknowledge that you are willing, able, prepared to engage the process, to work with this infinite aspect of yourself. And in your mind, say everything you need to say about the situation or circumstance. Just get it all out. And then let it go. The divine consciousness does not need to be reminded. It heard you. And bring your awareness to your heart. And maybe some of you have situations which are not changeable. There are the inevitable things of life. Old age, illness, death. These kinds of suffering. All manifest beings experience this. And so if you are struggling with something of that nature, feel the heart and the spiritual eye and request light, understanding, wisdom to navigate the situation from the clearest, most graceful perspective possible. You can even ask the Divine Infinite to reveal to you how these inevitable circumstances fit into the wholeness of life, into the bigger picture of existence. And acknowledge that you are willing to grow into that realization. And feel your heart and your mind expanding into the truth of that statement. In yogic philosophy, Samkhya philosophy, the Yoga Sutras are based on this. There is the idea of Purusha and Prakriti, soul, spirit, and nature, and they dance together. And it's said that nature exists, and by nature we mean everything that you can experience, the wholeness of life that you can experience. That nature exists for the liberation of the soul, of spirit. So everything that happens, every single thing that happens, if we can be attentive and aware, we can see that it is all for the purpose of clarity, true freedom. And before we return to meditation, bring your awareness back to your heart. The heart is the radiant field which is aware of all consciousness. And so feel within the heart a field of electromagnetism, radiance, buoyancy. Sense the heart and the movement of energy, fire, electricity within and around the field of the heart. And affirm, acknowledge that my heart is now full with wisdom, well-being, and the guidance that you need. Feel the heart as though it is satisfied, as if you know the seeds of everything you need have been planted within the heart. And as the days and months and year continues, that those seeds will sprout when they're needed. And you have access to every divine quality you need as you continue along your awakening path and navigate your experience in this field of nature, this time-space continuum. So feel the heart satisfied, full, at peace. Everything you need for your journey is within the heart. And you have the wisdom and the intelligence to recognize when and how to tap into those gifts. And for the next 15 to 20 minutes, I'd like to encourage you to let go of everything we've been contemplating. You can maintain your sense of being attuned to within this greater field of consciousness. But for the next 15 to 20 minutes, on your own, engage your meditation process using the techniques that are most effective for you. And then after that, we will conclude our session with global prayer. Prayer for all beings everywhere. And as you meditate, remember to feel as though you are meditating free in spirit, in this infinite consciousness. You are aware of the body, but it's as if you are spirit which flows through and is more than the body. And your meditation techniques are ways of freeing your awareness more fully into the realization that you are pure spirit, beyond time and space, the animator of the body and the mind, and the energy which powers the heart. You are this infinite spirit. So whatever technique you use, keep this within your senses, within your feeling, within your field. So holding your awareness in your heart, remember there is a field there, a field of consciousness, a field of spirit, which is one with, able to recognize the wholeness of spirit everywhere. And as you feel your heart, I'm going to offer you something. I'd like you to practice accepting this gift. So I see you all in well-being. I see the year ahead full of realization, joy, and I see you all with the capacity to recognize that you're living a human life. And so there are going to be ups and downs. But I see that you're able to recognize that you are an infinite spirit. And so you can navigate any obstacles. You can learn and grow from any experience. And that no matter what comes your way, that through your intention, your knowing, your understanding, your acceptance of the fact that you are one with the wholeness of life, you will still be able to feel the grace that is all around you. And you will be able to share that with those that are around you. You will still be able to recognize those millions of moments of joy that pass through your awareness. You will be able to live this life richly and dynamically throughout all of the light and the shadow. And that at any time you can sit quietly and return your attention back to Source to gain perspective and to feel the infinite aspect of your being, which knows why everything happens. And in this way, you can engage this next year, 2024, joyously, with enthusiasm, with curiosity, and know that you are supported in the process. That every day, when I meditate, I think of you, all who participate in these classes, in these gatherings. And I wish for you well-being, clarity, wisdom, and all the grace that you need whenever you need it. So if you can, in your heart, in your mind, if this is something you feel like accepting, what would it feel like if you could accept that truth, knowing that at least one other human being on this planet wishes you well in this way? Deeply wants to see you and feel you succeed. If just one person offered that to you, how would your heart feel if you could accept it? And I'm not sure if you can see the screen. I tried to make it gallery view, where you can see the names and maybe the pictures of people who are participating. I would like you to wish that same support, that same field of well-being to everyone participating with us today. So now there's not just one person, there's at least 100 wishing you well, seeing you supported in grace on your awakening path. And if the screen doesn't show them, just know there's a bunch of people out there and wish them well. But feel it deep within your heart, with a certainty and fullness. And know that this whole field that we're participating in is resonant and radiant with this intention of well-being and wisdom. You can close your eyes again and just hold that for a moment or two, both the giving and the receiving, and the sense of how this is all amplified as we practice together. We can begin the final stage of our time together with the attention on the heart. Imagine there a radiant light shining and full with the sense of grace, contentment, and well-being that we've been cultivating during our time together. And imagine this radiance shining through the body, through the room in which you're meditating. Every dust particle, every microbe within the room is radiant with this light. Every atom, every element, every cell. And this radiance expands beyond the room, filling the house or the building or the place in which you're meditating. And all creatures, people within that space are radiant with this life. And you are this consciousness, and you expand even beyond the building into the city or the countryside, up into space, down into the earth, to the left, to the right, in front and behind you, in all directions. And this radiance shines with a sense of grace and well-being. And it expands across the countryside, through the city, touching buildings, trees, rocks, rivers, insects, creatures, clouds, sunlight, snow, sand. It expands until the country in which you live slowly expand, depending on how big your country is, slowly expand to the extent of your country. All people, places, all situations, radiant with this light. It passes over mountains and through valleys, bodies of water. You expand into space, you begin to get a sense of the earth itself within you. And you expand until the globe rotates, spins, one side shining, the other side dark. The moon, you can feel the pull of gravity, and this light radiates through the earth, through all beings everywhere, all creatures throughout all time and space. And you're sharing clarity, or the intention of clarity and well-being. You can feel yourself expanding even beyond the Earth, beyond the orbit of the Moon, to the orbit of Mars, Venus, Mercury. You feel the Sun, Jupiter, Saturn, the asteroid belt. And all around you are more stars than you can count. And they're all shining. And you imagine and feel that radiant light also infused with a sense of sacredness and well-being, as if you are beyond time, as if you can feel the light of every star, every galaxy. You can feel the light of every atom, every particle, every wave within your being, vibrant with this experience of well-being, wisdom, and clarity. And in this expanded state, again, wish for all beings everywhere love and wisdom, love and wisdom and well-being. And make sure you focus on the wisdom part. Love and wisdom and well-being.
I, Paramahansa Yogananda, am praying with you. Pray with me with the deepest devotion of your soul. Prayer at dawn. With the opening of the earliest dawn and the lotus buds, my soul softly opens in prayer to receive thy light. Bathe each petal of my mind with thy radiant rays. I saturate myself with the perfume of thy presence, and I wait to waft with the breeze the aroma of thy message of love to all. Bless me, that with a spreading dawn I may spread thy love everywhere. Bless me, that with the awakening dawn I may awaken all souls with my own and bring them to thee.
And finally, bring your awareness back to the body, back to the heart. Feel yourself grounded into the earth, strong, stable, supported. Feeling the warmth within the hands and the soles of the feet. Feeling the energy, but also the matter of the body, the earth, the water, the air, the fire, the space. And feel yourself stable in the temple of your body. And we'll conclude by chanting Om 3 times together. All right, thank you all for being here today. It was wonderful to meditate with you and engage in this prayer practice. You have a new year ahead of you, so this would be a wonderful time, if you haven't already, to look to the future and see what you'd like to accomplish, what goals you're inspired to achieve while you have this time on earth. Every year we write out goals. We make a little fire and we burn the things we need to let go of, and then we write out goals. And what I do is I write out the goals and I take a picture of it, and then I email it to myself, but I schedule it to be sent next New Year's Eve. And this year my email came and it had my list of goals, and I achieved 3.5 of 4 of those goals, and it surprised me because I had forgotten what they were. So this can be a great time for you to think realistically about what would you like to experience, what would you like to achieve, how would you like to be of service this year, and maybe make 3 or 4 things for yourself, for your well-being, or how you'd like to be of service, or things you'd like to achieve. Write them down, take a picture of them, schedule it to be send to yourself next New Year's Eve, and see how it goes. And I really have a good feeling about this year, not to jinx it, but I think we're going to have a lot of good classes to participate in, and I have a sense that maybe a lot of the difficulties that we might have experienced might be able to be resolved this year. So keep that intention, keep that possibility, and let's see where we go. Take care. Peace.